You've probably heard of New York City, Boston, and Philly, but the Northeast US has so much more to offer than just the big cities. From secret waterfalls and charming small towns to places even locals overlook, today we're diving into the most beautiful and underrated spots in the Northeast that deserve a spot on your travel bucket list. Let's get started. 1. Lake Placid, New York. You might recognize Lake Placid as the host of the 1980 Winter Olympics. But here's what most people don't know. This tiny Adirondack town is surrounded by over 3,000 lakes and ponds, and in the fall, the colors around Mirror Lake look like a painting. Take the drive up Whiteface Mountain Veterans Memorial Highway. The views stretch all the way to Canada on a clear day. And if you visit in winter, the frozen lake turns into a skating rink right in the middle of town. It's pure magic. Number 2. Stowe, Vermont. Vermont might be famous for maple syrup and skiing, but Stowe takes cozy to the next level. It's home to the Trapp Family Lodge, founded by the real Von Trapp family. Yep, the ones from The Sound of Music. In the fall, Stowe becomes one of the most photographed towns in America. But here's the secret. Visit in late September, before peak foliage, when the crowds are gone and the colors are still incredible. You'll feel like you've got the whole place to yourself. Number 3. Bar Harbor in Acadia National Park, Maine. Bar Harbor might sound familiar, but here's what most tourists miss. Acadia National Park isn't just coastline and Cadillac Mountain. There's a secret beach called Sand Beach, hidden between granite cliffs, and it's one of the only cold water beaches in the US made entirely of crushed seashells. If you wake up early, you can catch the first sunrise in the entire country at the top of Cadillac Mountain. That's right, the very first light to touch America each morning. Number 4. The Finger Lakes, New York. Most travelers think of upstate New York as wine country, and yeah, it is. But the Finger Lakes region is packed with surprises. Check out Watkins Glen State Park, where you can walk a trail that winds past 19 waterfalls in under 2 miles. And here's a cool fact. Some of these waterfalls are older than the Grand Canyon itself. Plus, if you love wine, the Seneca Lake Wine Trail has over 30 wineries in one loop. Perfect for a scenic drive. 5. Newport, Rhode Island. This coastal town used to be the playground of America's wealthiest families during the Gilded Age. Think the Vanderbilts and Astors. You can tour their mansions, like the Breakers, which literally looks like a European palace sitting by the ocean. But the real hidden gem? The Cliff Walk. A 3.5-mile ocean trail where waves crash just below your feet and mansion gardens peek out from the other side. Sunset here? Absolutely breathtaking. 6. Cape Cod, Massachusetts. Most people hit Cape Cod for summer beaches, but locals know the best time to visit is September, when the water's still warm and the crowds are gone. Rent a bike and cruise the Cape Cod Rail Trail, explore the charming village of Chatham, and stop by a shack for some clam chowder. If you're lucky, you might even spot whales off the coast near Provincetown. Yes, whales. 7. Portland, Maine. Now here's a foodie paradise most people overlook. Portland is packed with some of the best seafood in the country, but not just lobster rolls. Locals line up for the Holy Donut, made with real Maine potatoes. An Eventide Oyster Company serves oysters so fresh they're pulled from the bay that morning. And if you want that postcard shot, head to the Portland Headlight, one of the oldest and most photographed lighthouses in America. 8. White Mountains, New Hampshire. This place looks like something out of a fantasy movie, especially in the fall. Drive the Kankomegas Highway, often called the most scenic drive in America. But here's a tip. Stop at Sabaday Falls, a short, hidden trail with a beautiful waterfall most tourists skip. In winter, this area turns into a snowy wonderland for skiing, but in summer, you can take the Cog Railway up Mount Washington, one of the steepest train climbs in the world. 9. Mystic, Connecticut. Ever heard of Mystic Pizza? It's a real place, and it's still there. But the real magic of Mystic is its maritime history. Visit Mystic Seaport, where you can climb aboard a 19th century whaling ship or walk along the drawbridge as it opens for passing boats. Pro tip, visit during the annual Lobster Fest or Sea Music Festival. It's small-town coastal America at its best. 10. Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. You've heard about Gettysburg in history class, but visiting in person is something else. The battlefield is massive, over 6,000 acres, and if you go at sunset, the view from Little Round Top is hauntingly beautiful. What many people don't know is that the town has one of the best ghost tours in the US, with guides who tell stories that blend Civil War history with local legend. It's spooky, fascinating, and unforgettable. So there you have it. The Northeast is so much more than big cities and famous landmarks. It's full of small towns, waterfalls, secret trails, and stories waiting to be discovered. Which of these hidden gems are you adding to your travel bucket list? Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more travel inspiration. Until next time, get out there and explore.